What is going on? We got 3 in here. I think a couple of them are on Facebook. Turn the chat on. There we go. What's going on, y'all? We doing good? Sorry, getting messages over here on the old Facebook. Is this stream looking good? Since I'm casting on Facebook and YouTube, or live stream, I should say. Hopefully my mic's working too. I had issues. I had to switch to this little guy here. My big one pooped out on me. So, but it's Thursday. Got Friday tomorrow, last day of work. Going to Houston Woods this weekend with the grandbabies. Taking the camper. I'll shoot some video of that stuff. That's probably my favorite park. Who is that? Oh, Bill. What's going on, Bill? It doesn't put your name. I got to look over here. I am going to... The next project I do that I finish is going to be your engine. I'm going to be doing that here and probably start on it this week one night, or next week one night, I should say, when I get back, and then get that thing wrapped up. The garage has been a holy mess because of Hunter working on this old truck, but he's got it cleared out for me now, so I got room to work on stuff. Oh, let me shut this off. Hold on just a second. Here, get this out of here. Go back here. I'll put your comment up there. I don't know why it's not pulling your name over, but that's because I'm a ding ding and I just learned how to do this. So usually do YouTube, but you know. Yep, hip hip hooray for sure. It's just been so busy, man. So busy. I've been doing a lot of traveling and all that good stuff. Making videos about other stuff, but not that, because I just haven't had room to do it. I wonder if I can... I'd have to go back in the settings. I don't really want to mess with that too much. Let's see if it'll... Yes, I am live. Okay. All right. Everything's on. Everything's good. I don't know who else we got in here, but just seeing how it was on Thursday night, seeing what the temperature of the room would be versus Tuesday night. Try and turn this light down a little bit. It's too bright. There we go. That's more better. So what you guys have been working on, Bill? Hey, there's Rob. What's going on, Rob? Finishing the compressor. Oh, I know you got lots going on, Bill. That's for sure. Rob just had a birthday the other day. I got one coming up. Well, you just had your birthday too, didn't you, Bill? I forgot about that. Did you guys get to see the... Let me grab this shirt. Mustang oil pan won't fit around the pickup. What? That's weird. Must be a different block or something. Is that 2.8 thing you were working on? Oh, working on another Fox body. Nice. That Patty's birthday present, I saw it was her birthday the other day. I had these, tank tops made up. So get out and fix it. And they got Jason's Garage ink on them. I had t-shirts also. And I got some other t-shirts I had made. Just people make you samples when you put your 65302. It's probably got a layer block in it then. I'm guessing Bill would probably know that. Yeah, it's Bill Moore. It just I'm on Facebook and YouTube, so there's a setting that I didn't click. It's not allowing the usernames to come over. I know you don't see his name, but that's Bill right there, the Facebook user. I don't want to fart around and try and well, let me try this real quick. Hold tight. No. No. Hold on, let me see. Info. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Dave? We're just trying something new tonight. I'm live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. And on my streaming app, the Facebook usernames are not coming over. I have to look over here and see who it is. What are you into? Working on the fucked body. But just picked up a turbo. I'm going to make a little 4-cylinder turbo coupe. Oh, that's cool. That'd be fun. It's an 88, you said? Yeah, you said it's an 88. Yeah, obviously I didn't click a setting on here because I'm a ding ding. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'll work on that. I just literally got this set up a couple minutes ago. I didn't say that 4-letter word. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. That F word was supposed to be Fox, not the other word. I got you. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? See, the YouTube ones are showing up. I subscribed to your channel the other day, by the way. I asked Brenda, I was like, I didn't know. I said, Ashley's got a YouTube channel? She's like, she does? I'm like, yes, she has a YouTube channel. I said, the only reason I knew is because she subscribed to mine, and then I checked, I got to check that kind of stuff because you get some imposters trying to come in, but, it happens. But yeah, everything's good. Yeah, the old voice to text doesn't quite work sometimes, does it? You must use that other F word a lot more than Fox. Especially when you're working on cars, right? Yeah, we're just trying out new stuff, seeing what everybody's doing. This seems to be doing pretty well, actually. Hopefully the stream's good and the sound's good. My other microphone, my big boom microphone, it freaked out on me. Guilty as charged. It's all good, Bill. That word comes out. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for subscribing to mine for sure. It takes time to get one built up, that's for sure. I'm learning that the hard way, but it's doing good. It's slowly but surely. It's just, man, it's just all the settings you got to learn how to set, properly, and keywords, and tags and freaking thumbnails, and it's like it's all I do is work on that stuff and change it, move it around. But it's working, so just got to do what you got to do. Let me make sure I didn't. Sorry, John's actually messaging me on Facebook. He may be even watching this. I don't know. They bought some. Carrie bought some car, I think, and it ended up being a pile. He was wanting to know if I could part it out. I'm like, man, I don't have enough room to do that. It's like I need room. I need a building with a couple stalls in it just to do some builds that'll, take the channel to the next level. And it's like that's just not. It's not in the cards right now. I've been looking around, but it's like I need a building and I need an old car to work on, and I think it'll definitely help out the viewership and the channel, channel and stuff. Of course, when you work a full-time job and then do this full-time, it's kind of rough. But yeah, I came up with some. I have a web page. There's a link on everything pretty much, but I can put a link up here, and then I got like a merch shelf. I got my podcast, my audio podcast. Excuse me. I got some videos, and then I've been converting some of the audio to a blog, where you can read it. I've been working on that for all weekend. We were home because of the weather and, whatnot. And man, I worked on that stuff, but I got it going pretty good. It's pretty cool. I can show it to you guys real quick. I think. Let's see, share screen. Let's go here. Share screen, share that one. Let's see if I can add that in. Whoops. Trying to work on it. There we go. So yeah, that's what it looks like. On a full screen, I'm on this one's on a small screen next to me. This stuff here, the merch shelf, the group, the channel, podcast, all, that's usually along the top. You'll see it. And if you just, like you can click there and go to YouTube, and then I got some, just normal information. I got some Amazon store stuff. Like I've got that tool set that I've been using on all my videos, just to show you, you don't need a great big tool set to make money. And then like this is the camera that I used. I know you guys, that's not a big deal to you guys, but if I sell any of that stuff, if somebody clicks on the link and buys it, I get a couple dollars commission for doing it. But why is it chat disabled for? Well, that's weird. It's live on my website page. The chat's disabled. I don't know. Whatever. Like I said, it's probably something I'm doing because I'm a ding ding. But anyway, yeah. Is everything still? Yeah, still got people on here. It's like something froze up. I don't know. It could be something I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not. Hey, Don, what's going on, brother? I fixed it so you can watch it. And when we were talking the other night, you're like, I don't have a Facebook. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work on that. So I have it set up where we're actually on Facebook and YouTube. So I don't know. This will be interesting. So obviously, when the Facebook guys are commenting, it's just saying user, it doesn't have their name. But we got some guys I used to race with, Bill Moore and Dave Lowry on here. That's a couple of the guys that are in there that you can't see their name. And then I wonder. Yeah, so yeah. So the only way I can see all of it's on this one. So I got to keep toggling back and forth. But all the YouTube stuff's coming up with the names on it. Like I said, I've obviously need to work on the settings, but I literally worked on it for like 2 hours to get it set up to where I could stream on both platforms. So. You can go take a shower. I ain't going to keep you from that, Don. I do appreciate you stopping by, though, as always. Don, for everybody that's on here, Don was literally the first person to ever comment on any of my videos. And he was the first one to comment on my videos, and he was the first one to ever come in my live streams. So that's a pretty cool thing. He's been there. He's been my A1 from day one. As you can see, he gives up his personal hygiene just to be on the live streams. He was just over in Carlisle at the big Mopar show. It was cool. What did I miss here? Yeah, I'm on YouTube too, Bill. It's no problem either way. It's fine. Yes, Carlisle next year. My brother and I were just talking about that. We are going, and I may even have an old Mopar to drive over there. We got a 72 Chrysler Imperial in the works. My boss wants to buy it. It's an old survival car. Oh, did he put the video up of you doing the burnout? I gotta find it. Let's see. Yeah, we got a 72 Imperial in the works. My boss wants the engine out of it, so I'm in with the body, and I would really like to put a modern drivetrain in it. It's got a 440 in it. I mean, I'll never find a 440, I don't think, to put in it, but I mean, I wish I could just find him a 440 and say, here's a 440, give me the car. But we don't really know all the details yet. We're dealing through a third party about getting it. So, but eventually it'll happen. Let me see if I can find Mopar Den. I want to see that burnout video. Don did the official christening of the parking lot. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. There's 2 of them in there. I'll subscribe to the one because I don't know who that guy is. This guy, though. Let's see. Okay, here it is right here. All right, you guys want to see Don? Let's hold on a minute. It was cool to put a face to a name too, Don, because I'd never seen your face until you and John and Rude Mopar dude were on that live stream. That was cool. All right, here we go. Let me hopefully when I put it to full screen, it doesn't freak out on us. There we go. Is the sound on?
Here we are, Don's first burnout fest. Here at our hotel.
That thing sounds rowdy.
You feeling good about this one, Don?
That felt pretty good up there.
It sounded pretty good up there.
If I could pass that little bit of a stutter
Oh, that sucks. Sorry, I didn't have any audio. Oh, hold on a minute. Somebody else put a. Oh, that was Carl. He did the walk around. Bill said, "All right, that's a first for me. A 4-door Valiant with a Continental kit." You know what's really cool about that car, Bill? It has a 440 in it and it has a 5-barrel setup. The primary carburetor that it drives on is an old 1-barrel off of a Slant 6, and then when you romp it, his uncle made a progressive linkage for it, and then it opens up the. I don't remember if it's a thermoquad or a Edelbrock or Carter. I don't remember what it is. What was it? What's the other carburetor, Don? But it's a cool setup, and I really want to see it. I've seen video of it. I don't know if I could find that video of it. That was on Wilburn's, wasn't it? Let me. Actually, I might have that in here. Edelbrock. Okay, got you. Yeah, it's a really neat setup. Yeah, sorry I didn't have any audio, Don. Like I said, I had the volume on, but I don't know. This computer stuff, I'm learning as I go. Oh no, what happened? What did I do? Shit. Is that you, Bill, that said you got your brother on the track in the rain? I know I looked at the Facebook thing and it was like they were saying, yeah, we're getting ready to put cars on the track and get ready to go with it. Shit. Let me go. Nice. Man, everything I got is blowing up tonight. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm working on it. I'm an old fart learning how to use all this fancy shit. I lost my Facebook feed for the live. Let me go into the groups. Maybe that's where it is. Where the hell is it? There's Tuesday. Shit. I got you, Bill. I'm glad you stopped by, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. In the it just says Facebook user or whatever. Yeah, I know. It doesn't say who it is. I missed a setting in my haste of getting this set up. I literally set it up about 15 minutes before I went live, so I probably just fumbled through and forgot to click, to allow their names to be. And I don't want to. If I back out of this, I'll mess it up. So next Thursday we'll have it set right. Or actually, I'm probably just gonna do it Tuesday and Thursday on both, regardless, because now I have it set up. I had to buy a subscription to it, so I bought the basic one, but it says I can do up to 3. So I mean, I don't know. I've got like a Twitter and an Instagram and all that shit, but I don't think anybody would watch it if I put it on there. I might try it just for the heck of it, but I'll definitely work on that, Don, and get this set up where you know who's in here. But Facebook, or I'm sorry, YouTube is you and my brother Rob, and then Ashley. She's a friend of my daughter. She's got a YouTube channel about doing like crochet stuff and whatnot. And I lost the Facebook feed, so whenever somebody comments, I don't know who it is. Luckily, I had it on. I was watching it over here on my other screen, and I could see who was commenting and kind of put A to B. But it's a learning curve, you know. And that may have been why there was no audio. Also, it might be some setting I missed. Somebody keeps messaging me, and or maybe it's an old. Oh, it's well, no. Oh yeah, it's John. Okay. Yeah, I answered him already. Sorry about that. Let me get that thing out. Plug the charger in. Maybe. There we go. God. Dave Lowry. That's right. I forgot Dave's in the house. Check this out. I got 2 old Polaroid cameras. Like I was wanting to get some old cameras, and I found 2 of them. I got a gray one and this black one. Isn't that crazy? They're like brand new. I think this one had film in it too. I messed around with it, but I'm sure it's probably completely exposed. But what's going on, Dave? Dave's got an old. Oh, he's got a bunch of Mustangs and got his dad's old GTO. I don't know why I can't click back on that thing. Oh yeah, I can see your text ons. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, your name comes up and everything. It's because you're on the YouTube side, and I obviously have the settings correct for that, but I've never streamed. I'm using the StreamYard app. So it integrates both of them together. Yeah. Oh no! See, somebody just got on. Somebody just got on here, and I don't know who it is. Hold on a second. Let me try and fix this. Ah, geez. Oh, it's Jackie. Oh, Jackie's on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, usually she's on. Jackie, I got this all messed up. I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm just not. It's not working well. I had it up a minute ago on Facebook so I could look over this other screen and see who was commenting, but yeah, I don't know what I did. I messed it up. Is there a fuse box on the interior of 07 PT? That's a good question. I don't think there is. I think the only fuse box out under the hood. Yeah, I don't want to restart it down because then it's going to get all screwed up. The last time I tried to do that, I just completely fouled it up. Oh, Wendy's here too. All right. Hey, Wendy. Oh, well, there's got to be, like you said, because that's the same fuse as the ALDO as the LJs. Yeah, you know the cigar lighter is the same fuse as the ALDO. Why does he have a PT Cruiser anyway? Those cars are stupid. Nope, that's YouTube. Damn it. You know what? Hold on. Let me try something real quick. Let me go here. I'll open another one real quick. Go to the settings. All right, now I got it back. I'm gonna put it over here. All right. Yeah, technology is fun. That's for sure, Jackie. I obviously missed a setting on it or something. I just, like I said, I did it last minute. Like I literally bought the subscription to be able to do both, and because his wife likes it. I work on mechanical shit. Well, I guess I do work on computer stuff, but I have a moderation. Try something real quick. Whoops. Hold on. I may have just found it by accident. I wonder if that makes a difference. Let's see what happens now. I had a moderation alert that said somebody was streaming, so. Yes, I am working off of Facebook and YouTube. Lord help me. Let me try this again. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah. That's probably why the sound's screwed up too. Ah, damn it. Oh, now I did it. Pull it over there. All right, there we go. All right. I'm going to turn the sound off. Well, now I did it. Yeah, can you hear the echo from it? There we go. All right. See if that made a difference. Yes, Don, you should take some videos when you go to Watkins Glen for sure. Faux show. Yeah, I threw the laundry out there, Jackie, and decided I'm going to try to do this on both platforms because that'll be really super easy. The answer to that is no. But I'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure there's a YouTube video that tells me how to change the settings on it, you know. There's YouTube videos for everything nowadays. Yeah, what are you working on, Dave? Oh, that's cool. You cruise around, find a shady spot, yeah. Because that place is enormous, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm using the StreamYard app, and if you buy the basic subscription, you can go to pull it over. But I can actually stream on three different whatever social medias at the same time. But I'm having hard enough time with two. There's no damn way I could do three. No way. But yeah, this is cool. It seems to be working okay. Other than I have to look, I have to have the Facebook feed up over here to know who on Facebook's commenting, but I know who on YouTube's commenting. Yeah, I'm getting ready to. We'll be going camping at Houston Woods this weekend. We're taking the grandbabies, so that'll be fun. I'll do some. I'll do some videos on that. We're gonna probably take them to the pool at the beach, and or take them to the pool at the lodge, and then take them to the beach. And yeah, I saw the pics. Actually, Wilburn his thumbnail for the live that night when I watched Saturday night. It was of your car with the Petty decals on it. Pouring concrete on 75 and Edwin C. Moses. Geez. That's a big ass job. But yeah, I saw it. Yep. Yeah, it is. That's bad work in the heat. I said I work for the county now, and I have to go out and work on these trucks, and the guys tear them up out in the field. Man, they're out there digging holes and fixing sewer pipes, and the king of the track. Yeah, yeah, they're out there digging holes and replacing sewer pipes and water pipes. I'm like, JZP, how do you guys do this? Like, I mean, my shop's not air conditioned, but man, at least I'm in the shade and got a fan. That I my heart goes out to you guys. I feel for you. That shit sucks. Especially like today was so damn humid. It was hot. You're still working right now, Dave? Damn. Yeah, we love the old Richard Petty stuff. I got up here. Oh, yeah. I better quit hitting too many damn buttons. Going to the sports nationals. Don't know how you got. I'm sure you really got your arm twisted to go to the sports nationals. You're working indoor. First person in the door turns on the AC. Yeah. I can dig that for sure. Yes, sir. You're still working. Dang, dude. You're a beast. Of course, I've been working since 7 a.m. I mean, I come home and yeah, especially when it comes to racing, it's not hard to talk Jackie into going racing or going watching racing. That's for sure. I need to get my ass back out there, Ray. I took Hunter to my son graduated last year, and we went to the U.S. Nationals. That was fun. Alcohol and ran at the track. Yeah, I'm in. You know me. I'm down. Yeah, the reason why you're not seeing everybody's comments is because I'm on Facebook and YouTube. So for some reason they don't jive. I can see everybody's comments because I'm on like a third party. I'm on StreamYard, so I do apologize for that. I don't know if I can integrate that. I literally set this up 20 minutes before I went live, so late night hockey games yet. Not here. got home at 3:30, but I've been farting around ever since, I had to start getting the camper ready to go. Did you get Mike to go? That's awesome. Yeah, I do need to go. You're right. Well, I said I was going to go once before the end of the year, so you have that. We got a ways to go, but yeah, I just been doing, and I want to do some YouTube stuff out there, especially when everybody's out there. But I'm sure it's gonna be crazy when I'm out there, and I haven't been there forever. Everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell you been doing?" What's in the cup? Oh, that's Miller Lite. Yeah, that's just one of those aluminum Ball makes them. They're just a little aluminum disposable. They're like aluminum solo cups, so keeps the stuff cold. I'll drive your car. You know I will. Hell, you let me drive your car before. I remember when you had that one Mustang for sale, and I blew mine up, and I made it down to the final in it. That was awesome. Our Facebook page is DIY Auto Repair. Let me see. I can probably put a link up here to it. Let me find it real quick. Sorry, I'm clicking through. I know I'm not paying attention. I'll drink one for you, buddy. You stay hard at it. I mean, I appreciate all your work you're doing out there for sure. I said I work for the county. Come on. Let me try and get a link up here for the... Come on. There we go. All right. We're going to copy that. Whoop, nope. Go back in. There's a link to the Facebook group. Yeah. Why did that come up, Jason Garage? Well, you should actually. Hold on a second. That didn't do right. I work for Montgomery County. Yep. You and my ex did better in the car than me. That car, yeah. Not the GTO and the who put the yeah, I really would like to come out to the gathering of geezers, Jackie, with Dad's car. I got to get it figured out. He got a hair up his ass and decided to put fuel injection on it, so it's all, we got to work on it. Mike works for City of Xenia, I think, or Greene County. Because actually, I was selling some stuff on either Craigslist or Marketplace, and it was funny. He texted me, and it popped up Mike Edwards, and I'm like, he was asking all questions about it. I'm like, yeah, Mike, I got it. And he's like, how the hell do you know my name? I'm like, well, this is Jason. And he was like, oh, shit. That's been a few years ago, but yeah. Oh, Mike works for Dayton. Okay. I thought he worked for Xenia. I got it all messed up. I've actually thought about going for a job at Dayton because they pay more at Dayton than they do at the county. It's funny, the county you would think has all the money. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't seen him since. I saw him at Spinning Hills one time at a father-daughter dance when our kids were there. And then I saw him again when I sold him that turbo shit. And then yeah, but yeah, if I had a car to get into, I'd go do it, that's for sure. It's that freaking oh, I can't even think what it's called. The why am I drawing like Phytech? It's the Phytech. You need stickers made of. I have a few, but they're teeny tiny. I do need to make some new ones. I agree with that. I'm working on it. I made some T-shirts. The only one I have right now is the tank top. Well, I have more, but this is one that I just made here recently. And like on the T-shirt, there's a lot bigger, and then on the back it says, "Crap." It says, "Get out and fix it." Turn it the wrong way. But yeah, I did have some stickers made. I need to make some new ones. I'm working on it. GTO, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, it was a long time ago. But yeah, it's the Phytech. It's the multi-port Phytech system. Rob has a throttle body system on his. And hey, Don found the Facebook page. Nice. So it did work. The link worked. Nice. Hey, Wendy. I got Don and Wendy on our Facebook page now. That's nice. Awesome sauce. I'll probably have to. Nope. I did set it up where. Oh shit! I grabbed the wrong thing again. I did set it up where if you guys invite friends, if you're oh shoot, hold on a second. I did it again. Damn it. All right, Wendy's on there. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I killed the link to the Facebook, so I know who's on there. There we go. Okay, let me slide this over. Slide it over. Yeah, I have a. Yes, I did friend John on Facebook. Jackie. Yep. Shit, sister's calling. I said, sorry guys, I want to work on these settings. I really am. Yeah, I need to order some more, or you can order them if you go to my webpage, which I can put a link up here. If you go to it and just go to the merch store, I adjusted the prices where they're actually affordable. They're like $20. And you can just order them direct, and they'll send them. They'll send them right to you. I'll put a link up here. But if not, I'll get more in. Here is a link to my webpage, which has the merch shelf on it. Hopefully you can see that. Did that come up? I don't know if it came up or not. Well, shit, I can just comment right here and watch this. Boom. That's the official Jason's Garage webpage, which it's got everything on it. Yeah, he did. I know. I remember that. I mean, I just, I hate bugging guys with that shit, but I really need to get it figured out. But I know he did do a lot of fuel injection work on the trucks, and it's a fairly similar system to what you guys ran on the trucks. Well, you guys still have the trucks, so I mean, those were Holly systems, but they're still really similar to what you guys ran. So yeah, I might hit him up like, hey, I hate to bug you, but I'm having this problem, and because I think Rob's asked him some stuff about it too. So I think we've already, made the connection that. And they actually bought those systems from Cameras, so I don't know if your dad's still affiliated with them, but I'd need to go over and talk to him. I mean, it's not like I live that far from you guys anyway. And I'd like to talk to him too. I always like talking to, you know, your dad and Lois, your mom, and I said I want to get it going. It's not like I'm going to be like a hardcore full time racer, but oh, that's cool. I'm glad he's still there. I remember the coolest thing I remember is when we used to have the MBDRA, and they had just put in that chassis dyno, and we all got to go up there and the truck, the white truck, the newer, the non-extended cab truck was on the dyno, and I'm like, man, this thing is nasty. I mean, it was doing some stuff on that dyno for a Dodge Dakota. I always did like that truck anyway. But I lost my train of thought anyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be some hardcore racer, but I'd like to go to the old time drags, the gathering of the geezers type stuff. And if I decide to go out and go, do some bracket racing when I have time, I would like to do that. Plus, I mean, eventually I'm going to end up with that car anyway, so I need to kind of get used to driving it. The truck he took, yeah. That was supposed to be Jackie's truck, but he was like, nope, you can have my old one. I'm taking the new one. My son's first truck was God dang, what year was that? Well, it was a square body one like yours. It was a 96 Dodge Dakota that I bought. It was a standard cab long bed. It had a 3.9 in, and that is literally one of my favorite pickup trucks I ever had. And I taught him a lot about working on cars on that truck. And he, of course, he fucking tore it up, trying to run it like it was some drag car. I don't know where he gets that from, and it's like he sold it, or I sold it because it was mine at the time, and he was driving it. And then, I mean, he got his driver's license in it and everything. So it's like he sold it, he bought it back, he sold it, and then some other guy's got it now, and he's actually restoring it. And I'm really happy because it was a cool truck. It was the really dark maroon color, and like I said, it was a standard cab, but it was a long bed. So, like, I could haul, and I hauled more shit in that thing than I was supposed to. But and we put a later model transmission in. I had to goof around with the wiring on it and stuff, but I made it work. Everything was fine. The AC in that thing would freeze you out. So maybe one of these days, like I said, I really want to do a Dodge. And I know I said this earlier, I want to go to Chrysler, in Carlisle. A 94 Ranger. Hell, if it was a V6, it was probably a 3-liter, or it was a 4-cylinder, was a 2.3. Those trucks were great trucks, dude. They were awesome. Hold on. Uno momento. Whoop. Sorry about that. Oh. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on just a second. 3.0 red with the decal inside. Oh, yeah, those things were. I had a 90, like a 92. I beat the shit out of it. All right, let me read Jackie's. This story ever told me when the truck was done that I wouldn't be able to handle it. It's hard to keep running at Idaho because of the program. So Dad was out of town and coming home on Friday. We're going to leave. Needless to say, you drove that son of a bitch, didn't you? Good for you. He should have known better than that anyway. Tell Jackie she can't handle it. She's going to handle it. By God. And nobody's going to stop her. That's hilarious. Uh-oh. No, it's okay. I thought I screwed up again, messed everything up. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I got I think I lost one. Hey, your mom always cracked me up. She was hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Erica Enders is the beast, man. I ain't pushing that bitch. That's awesome. Yeah, whoops. Exactly. Oops, sorry, let me get out of there. I just want to make sure that why didn't that come up? Sometimes it blocks. No, it's okay. All right. Anyway, sorry. Let me get caught back up here. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Her sisters, I know they were, they were junior dragster racers for sure. That's awesome. I've definitely always been a fan of hers because I remember when she first got into it and there was, bullying her around like fucking, what's the old man's name that drives a Summit car? I've never really been a fan of his anyway. He was always like, "Yeah, girl belong in this on," and then she whoops his ass, and he's like, "Oh." He gets all pissy about it. Greg Anderson, guy's a dick. Oh, her sister does a PR for the elite team. That's cool. That's awesome. Doesn't one of the Coffins drive for them too? I know Jack did for a while. Yeah, Greg Anderson's an asshole. We were in Las Vegas one time when a lot of people are dicks. We were in Las Vegas one time. We were coming back. We were leaving a red eye at 11 p.m. coming home, going to Charlotte, and they'd had the fall race there in Las Vegas, and he had won. And so as soon as we get on the plane, of course, TSA held us up, so we're like running to the plane. And then when we get there, there's this lady arguing about they wanted to check her bag, but it had jewelry in it and stuff. And we're like, lady, we got to get on the plane, Yeah, I think it is Troy that's driving the other pro stock car in the elite. I'm not real sure. I really don't watch NHRA a whole lot anymore because I've kind of lost faith in them. But we're running to the plane. We get on there, and it's in the front in the the first class. It's Greg and I can't even remember who was sitting with him. It was like Kenny Wallace or somebody. I don't remember who it was, but I'm like, as we're walking through, and I'm like, hey, you won today. That's awesome. And he just looks at me. He's like, you're making my plane late. I'm like, and dude, that was the worst fucking flight we ever had from Vegas to Charlotte. It was rougher than a cob. We had a 97 Caravan forever. It's now in New York. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. The Caravans with the old 3.8s and the 3.0s, man, they were a beast. We had a Plymouth Voyager for a long time. That thing was awesome. We gave it to my wife's sister, and the damn thing burnt down on the highway on her one time down in Cincinnati. Fuel line rupture or something. I don't know. The car catches on fire, and the 3.0 was the good one. Yeah, that was the one we had. So she lives in Middletown, Ohio, and she lives in Cincinnati. It's like, I don't know, maybe 15, 20-minute drive. She calls me. She's sitting on the side of the road. Of course, she's diabetic too. She calls me and says, my car's on fire. Yeah, exactly. She calls me and says, the car's on fire. And I'm like, did you call the fire department? No. I'm like, get out of the car and call the fire department. Yeah, Jackie, I heard a story about Richard Petty one time. The same thing. One of my old bosses, I don't remember where they were at, but the same thing. He got on the plane, and as my boss Mike's getting on the plane, he's walking by Richard Petty, and oh, you guys put the engine in it? That's awesome. Put it in yourself. He's walking by Richard Petty, and he was like, hey, my kid's a big fan, and he had one of those cars we used to get in the pits, and they would sign. He was like, my kid's a big fan. Can you sign this? And Richard Petty just looked at him like, this is my time. I ain't got time for that. I was like, he told me that story. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, dude. Serious as a heart attack. So, like I said, I get it. You've been doing this shit all weekend. It's like you need a break. But, I mean, I wasn't asking Greg for an autograph. I was just like, hey, fist bump for winning the race. But no, he left me hanging. I'm like, well, fuck you then, I posted on Facebook today. It was like, somebody gave me a half a peace sign driving down the road. I thought that was kind of weird. It happens a lot. Clay Millican is the utmost class act dude. That guy, I mean, we were over Indy one time in the bracket finals, and actually two guys, Clay Millican and Larry Morgan, or not Larry Morgan, but Larry Dixon. I know Larry Dixon isn't really in the scene anymore, but we were at Indy, and it had rained. We were at the bracket final, so it rained out U.S. Nationals, so they were a week behind. So they raced the week before. So then they were testing when we were at bracket finals, and two things happened. Clay Millican was going up, and they were testing a hat or something, so they had it all covered up. And as they went by, they had a jacket covering the hat up, and it blew off. So I grabbed the jacket, and I go running up, and I flapped the jacket back on there. And they just kept on going because they were hot in a hurry to get up there. So then a couple hours later, I'm standing up there, and James was there, and I'm videoing him. And Clay Millican comes up, and he's got an autographed card. And he says, "Here, bud, I really appreciate you doing that." And I'm like, "Oh, no problem, dude. I would do that for anybody. I mean, literally, I would." And so then later on that day, they're back up. I don't remember who Larry was running. It wasn't Clay, but it was somebody else. So anyway, Larry Dixon's crew is right behind James. He's like the last car to go down for a time run. And I'm standing behind the car, and I'm trying to video it. This is back when I just first started getting the video and stuff, which I should have started doing this a long time ago. So I'm behind the water box, and I'm trying to get a video, and this fireman lady, she keeps pushing me. She's like, "You got to get out of the way. You got to get out of the way. You got to get out of the way." And I'm like, what? So Larry Dixon literally climbs out of his car, takes his helmet off, and goes up to that fireman lady, and he's like, "Hey, this is these guys' race, not ours. Like, let him do what he wants to do." And I was like, whoa. like that's a class act right there. But Clay Millican is, what? Bill has been invited already to what? But Clay Millican is just a cool dude. Like, you go to the pits, and he's talking, he's carrying on, he's jovial, he's telling jokes, and and like somebody can yell from the back like, "Hey, Clay," asking a question, and he'll just like, "Hey, come here so I can hear you," and then we'll. Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. Oh, really? That's cool. He seems like an old, just down to earth, hillbilly kind of guy. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you were exposed to racing stuff a lot more than we were. I wish I would have started early, but it's like James gets so mad at me because I literally will like a comp eliminator guy I'll drive by, or we'll see a pro stock car, somebody coming up through the ranks, and it's so and so. I'm like, "Oh yeah, he used to run comp eliminator, and we were bracket racing here, and we saw him." And he's like, "How do you remember that stuff?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like, this is the thing that I've always been able to remember. Like, I know every car, I know every name. Like, when we're at Indy, like a car will come up, like, "Oh, that's so and so. He's from I don't know. He's from Beach Bend, or he's from Edgewater, or he's from KD, or whatever it was. Back in the day when we used to run all those tracks at Indy." And it's like, I knew exactly who all these guys were, and he's like, "How the hell do you remember that?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's like when we're playing euchre, and James can tell you what everybody's hand is. I'm like, how the hell do you know that? But like I said, I've just always been, and so the first national event I went to I went to the Spring Nationals, and I can't remember if it was 87 or 88. I want to say it was 87 because I was 14. And, ever since then, I've just been on it. the best spring national story I ever have is I was a big Eddie Hill fan. I loved Eddie and his wife. I just thought they were another class act from back in the day. And all weekend long, we were up there. We got up there on Wednesday and we were camping, and we went to every test session. A lot of times we snuck in because we couldn't afford tickets. Usually we only had Sunday tickets, so we would just sneak in on Friday night and Saturday night. Well, Friday and Saturday, they didn't do night qualifying back then. So Sunday, I don't remember what year this was. I want to say it was probably about 91 or 92. And Eddie had qualified number 1, and he drew number 16. And son of a bitch, if he didn't get up there and the car broke, it would not start. And number 16 went about 40 feet and broke. And I mean, he was on a tear. And so, how it usually goes, when all the pro cars are up there, everybody's in the stands. There's nobody in the midway. You can get through. And I went there with James and my dad. And I said, hey, I've been wanting to get Eddie's picture all weekend. I'm taking this camera. I'm going down. I'm going to get a picture of him. So they got the car in the trailer. They got the telemetry hooked up. They're all up there on their computers and stuff. So I got my camera and I'm zooming in. I'm trying to get a picture. As I zoom in, Eddie Hill points at me. He's like, hey. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what? He's like, no, you. Come here. So he comes down out of the trailer. He comes over. He pulls the rope up. He's like, hey. He's like, you want to see what's going on in here? I was like, well, I just want to get some pictures. I don't want to interrupt. He's like, no, man, we got plenty of time. He's like, come on. Literally took me up into the trailer. They showed me the whole thing, like all the telemetry on the screen. They showed me where they kept their spare engines, all their spare parts. I was in that trailer for like 45 minutes. I got the coolest freaking pictures ever, and I can't find them. I do not know where they're at. I know we printed them off. I think it was before we moved in here. Well, I'm pretty sure it is before we moved in here because we moved in here in 97. And that was just, dude, that was so awesome. I will always remember that, So I don't know if I'm sure they're still around, aren't they? I know they used to race boats and shit too. But anyway, that's my ramble on my famous racing stuff. I can see him do that. Like, hey, you are not going to just walk by and not. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he's a good guy. Like I said, he is really down to earth, Yeah, him and his wife's name's Ursi, and it's something weird, and I don't know if they're still around to be truthfully honest. Now we went to Charlotte 2 years ago in the fall, and Shirley was there selling shirts, for the cancer stuff, and had a little puppy dog there, and everybody's kind of just walking by her, and my wife of all people, she was like, "Isn't that Shirley Madani?" I'm like, "Where?" And I walked over, and I'm like, "Oh, there's Shirley." I was like, "Yeah." So I walk up, and I think she was on her phone or something, and the little dog's yippee yippee barking, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, puppy," and I go over and I'm talking to her and talking to the dog and everything, and she comes over and she's like, "Don't I know you?" And I'm like, I don't know, Shirley. I'm like, I've known you my whole life, just watching you on TV. She was like, no, you were at the Spring Nationals one time. And I don't know, what'd she say? I don't remember it happening. But she was like, I know what it was. So they were getting, this is back when she was still racing, and they were getting ready to fire her car up, and there were some little kids in the front, and like their parents weren't around. So I'm like, hey kids, you want to come back here with me a little bit? And they're like, no, 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 no. And I'm like, no, seriously, when she fires this thing up, like you're not going to be able to breathe. It's really going to be nasty. And everybody's like, yeah, get the kids out there, get the kids out there. And they were arguing with me, and man, they fired that thing up, and those kids just looked at me like, I'm like, yeah, come on. So I just like drug them over. She was like, yeah, you were the one that saved those little kids from choking to death when we fired the car. I'm like, yep, that was me. So we went over and we were talking to her. It was hilarious. But how the hell does she remember me from 30 years ago? You know, that's Shirley. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That was sad. I'm glad you guys were there for him, though. And he had a rough way to go, too. That was, yeah. And that shit happens to the kindest of people. You know, it's like they don't deserve that shit. They don't deserve that shit at all. I'm trying to think of some other crazy. I know I've had a couple instances over the years. It's hilarious. Oh, back when Corey Mack was running the McDonald's car, we were walking through the pits. I don't remember if it was at Indy or at Columbus. In my big ass mouth, I was just like, Corey Mack, because there was a big old crowd. And all of a sudden he was like, you. And he gave me, shh, you're the loudest son of a bitch in here. I'm like, yeah, it's me. But yeah, I do remember that day. Yeah, Don, I've been an idiot from way on back. I know. That's why I was surprised that she did that, because, I remember when that happened, I didn't think she really even recognized that I did that, because usually she was kind of a bitch, Corey is a great guy. Yeah. He was, when we went to Charlotte, he had a car there. I mean, it was just a flat black, like, and it was doing pretty good. The race ended up getting rained out, and then we were going to go back the next year, and then COVID happened. So, some people that Cindy worked with, their son started racing go-karts and stuff. So they moved to Charlotte to get him into racing. And, so we ended up going with some other mutual friends just to visit them, because we hadn't seen them forever. And we stayed at their house, and they literally, you can walk from their house to Charlotte, to whatever it's called, Bruton Smith, complex down there. But yeah, he had a car there and he was doing really well. I was surprised. He was always a kind soul, So hopefully they, hopefully everything gets back to normal. But I don't know. The NHRA just kind of it's like I watch, and Don watches them too. Oh, did he run a few laps here? Yeah. Don and I watch Uncle Tony's Garage, and a friend of his name's Dallas Brown. He actually bought the AHRA, and I know you can remember AHRA stuff, and so he's trying to build it back up, and it's pretty cool. I'm a member of it, and then here comes my birthday the other day, and I get a birthday card, and he sent me a sticker for my birthday. I'm like this guy's pretty cool. So he just does like special payouts for bracket races and stuff, and it's usually down south, So I'm kind of happy to see these other sanctioning events come back, because NHRA kind of had the control for a long time. And I mean, I know archery was going away. I don't think it's not completely gone, is it? I mean, I'm sure it's still around, but like all the no prep stuff's taken off, and I'm glad that it's spreading out. I don't condone street racing whatsoever, but yeah. Yeah, and he's a Buick fan. Yeah. Yeah, like well, I mean, I know we were talking years ago, Jackie and I think back like right when we first came Facebook friends about the PDRA. They're killing it with all that 8th Mile stuff. And I think it's freaking amazing. A lot of people don't like 8th Mile stuff, but the fuel cars are only running 1,000 feet. So, what really is the difference? I think that, I don't want to piss anybody off, but it's like, 8th Mile racing's like, shit don't get broke as fast, the show's shorter, but so the archery is pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Does guy that owns Norwalk, is he still the 51% owner of that stuff? Because he kind of pissed me off last year when he shut the whole track down, and then he was allowed, then everybody was allowed to open up, and he's like, nope, I'm not opening up. Like, why not? He seems kind of like a D-hole too. So you definitely need better brakes, Don. But I really do, I feel like it's easier on equipment, from a promoter's point of view, the show gets over earlier. I don't really support that, but oh, Nader got out. Okay, got you. Yeah. Bader, yeah, that's right. And Nader. Ralph Nader, the bumper inventor. But yeah, I was like the Tri-State thing we were talking about the other night. I'm like, man, Tri-State's getting turned into something else. I really wish somebody would have got that, I gotta go get the dogs. 1 second. 1 second window. Oh. Okay, they're good. Oh, what is going on here? But yeah, I do apologize for the comment settings being screwed up. I'll fix that, I promise. But yeah, you should tell Jackie, I should say. Yeah, you should tell if John wouldn't mind, I'd like to come over one of these days and do some video of the trucks and the car and all that stuff. If he's cool with that, I'm sure he could probably tell some cool stories too. Because you guys have been around the racing stuff for a lot longer than we have. I do remember when when you guys lived across the creek from us, and he had the old GTO out there working on it. What was that? By the way, I meant to ask you this the other night. What was that one? And this has been a long time ago when we were kids, when you guys still lived there. Oops. trying to finally shut the track down for years. Oh, okay. I got you. I know that I do remember reading the story about they were wanting to use it during the week for an airport, and he had to but they had to take the light poles down or some weird shit. I remember reading that in the newspaper. Nice. You're gonna be, yeah, good for you guys. That's awesome. We moved in ours in about April of '97, and yeah, we're about paid off. So we're getting there. I think we got maybe 2 years to go. Oh, there is an airport at the end of the track. Okay. Yeah, they were saying something about the light poles or something like that, but um, there was a car. It was right before you guys moved from on Barrett Drive. Or no, I'm sorry. It was right before you guys had the big garage built. It was when you had the little garage built, and your dad was out there working on it. I want to say it was called Mr. Twister or something. What car was that? I don't remember. It was like an orange or like a butterscotch color. I might be completely wrong. It may have been something else. Oh, okay. They made them put the lights. Got you. Got you. But yeah, I'd definitely like to come over and do some Olympics live. Yeah, it was like a funny car type thing. I don't remember what the heck that was. We'll just if he lets me come over, we'll just leave it at that. I'll ask him about that. That'll be a good story. I remember it was like a really long, yeah, you guys only had that little garage, and it took the whole garage up. Like it was yeah, it was something weird. Uh oh, and I just knocked the chat out again. Hold on just a second. I'm so not a techie guy. Uh, Here we go. I'm gonna pull that over real quick. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Uh oh. Sorry. Shit. All right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They go yeah, it's retarded. Hold on for a second. All right. We're here. We're learning. Yeah. It's up near Lake Erie. It's up in Sandusky, Ohio. So yeah, they got they got a lot of issues up there, unfortunately.
You know, it'll be fun out here. Some boat drag racing.
We used to do it.
Yeah, Griffin City right here.
We used to do top fuel racing out here. Rip it. There you go. Ah, my happy place. I'm going around the boat. About 80 degrees. Sorry about that. I had a technical. You sent me. Okay. My pontoon boat. Yep. And my boy. What Jackie sent us. Let's see. I think I can probably actually share it.
No.
Oops. No one. Let's get out of there.
So, no.
Oh, yeah. It literally is off the end of the. Yeah. What the heck? Uh-oh. I'm getting. Let's see. I can probably share this. So you can see what this is. Oh, sorry. It's freaking out, isn't it? Yes. It's sorry, it's messing up. Let's get it out of there. All right. Yeah, that is goofy, isn't it? Yeah, the airport is literally at the end of the track. All the way at the end of the track. Norwalk Huron Community County Airport. Yeah, that's goof. Oops, I am missing comments too. Let me get. Yeah, I saw that the Reds is the drag stripping. Okay, I got it turned off. So yeah, that was me on my pontoon because I don't know what I did. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, I get it. Yeah, they want to. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do want to build houses there because, you know. Because yeah, that is. It's a growing area because I was just up there and it's huge. You know, you got Marblehead and we camped up at East Harbor and then we took the boat over to Put-in Bay. You know, that's where everybody wants to go. And then, I mean, there's some phenomenal houses up there. Like, I mean, high dollar houses. So yeah, I'm sure they probably do want that land to build a bunch of houses on. Well, it's like all the houses that have been built around Kilcare. You know, our local track here, 15 minutes away. Well, an old man Nutter used to, he's the one that put the curfew on ours and, screwed with them all the time. So, that's another, that's another threat to the sport is, just, the tracks were originally built away from town, so they weren't noisy. And now they're, the town's building around them and it's, people get all pissed off. So, I think I did, those roundabout things. And I've done a lot of traveling, a lot more traveling on the road here in the last 2 years, pulling the camper because of COVID. And, my wife didn't really ever want to go camping much with us, but she loves it now, which I'm glad. And, I ran into a lot of roundabouts, and I agree with that. I almost think it's like they took the stoplight out and they put the roundabout in to cause traffic to back it up, and then yeah, I agree with that. I don't like it. And there's a lot of roundabouts up around in that area where I was at, because I was right there by Cedar Point and Sandusky and Marblehead and all the other little towns that are right there on the lake. And yeah, I agree with that. It's like when you get up on the island in Put in Bay, they're tearing all these old historical homes down and building these big, high rise freaking, condo units and stuff. It's like, why did they do that? Well, somebody offered them a bunch of freaking money, Houston will run a race in 2022 and then close. They sold it to a warehouse place. Like, I don't get it, dude. That sucks. Yeah, I didn't even hear that until you just told me. So, like I said, it's because it's like at Indy, Brownsburg and Danville are just, they're exploding. Well, of course, there's a bunch of race shops there, but they're getting really close to the drag strip, which used to be out in the middle of nowhere. Drove from Vegas to Phoenix. Yeah, we got those. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, when we went to Vegas back in March, my oldest daughter and her husband, they went to a Harley dealership and they rented a Harley and rode out to Red Rock, and it was like there was freaking roundabouts everywhere, and that just, like you said, it just pisses people off. It's like, put a damn light there and be done with it. Well, it's like when you go up 235 to Indian Lake, they've got one in the middle. Well, it's right there. It's past New Carlisle and all that. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I can't remember. I don't know if it's at 40 or somewhere else, but anyway, I was like, I can remember there being a stoplight here and there'd be no problem. So it was last year on my birthday weekend. So, here in 2 weeks. So I left work early. I drove my camper up, dropped it off the campground, came back, got my boat, and I'm going up, dropped the boat off. I'm sorry. I drove the camper up, dropped it off. Then I'm coming back because, my wife works third shift. I'm going to get the boat and I'm going to get her. As I'm coming back, I'm bobtail. I don't have nothing behind me, luckily. Guy on a motorcycle. He's doing that roundabout. And somebody cut him off. And he hit that freaking curve, which is like 12 inches high. He jumped it. When he landed, he ran right into a fucking light pole. I'm like, oh, this is not good. I got you, Don. Go get a shower and a bedtime snack and hit the hay, brother. I will see you Tuesday. Or Sunday if we're on Tony's chat when I get home. I don't know how late we're getting home. Like I said, we're going camping with the grandbabies over the weekend. So, but enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be cutting it off here in a few minutes anyway. What else? So we're going camping. I'm gonna yeah, exactly. Good thing it is Friday. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try and go in early so I can get out early, get home, get everything ready to go. I might go in and start early and actually leave a couple hours early. I might go in at 6 and try and get out there at noon. Come home and get everything ready to go. Yeah, there's Big Ben. Hey kids, there's Parliament. There's Big Ben. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Wendy. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'll get to meet you in person here soon, probably next year. 5:45. Yeah, that's probably when I'll be getting up. That's for sure. Try and get the day over with early, and then start the weekend early. Luckily, I'm allowed to do that. As long as I'm not working overtime, I can go in early and leave early, but can't go in early and leave on time, or go in late and leave early or late. Well, I've been in here almost 2 hours, so I think I'm going to cut it off. Seems like everything's slowed down. Everybody's going to bed. Yeah. Yeah, you always got to take care of the boss, that's for sure. I do. I know that feeling. Mine's upstairs. She's been on vacation all week. I love you guys. All right. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Y'all have a good night. And I will either see you Sunday on Tony's chat, or I will see you Tuesday. And probably going to do, I think we're just going to do YouTube Tuesday. I'm going to try and not do that. I think I'm just going to do Tuesday on YouTube, Thursday on Facebook. That way we don't have this whole crossover freaking message thing going on. So, yeah. See you guys. Have a good night. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you soon. All right.